everyone, welcome back to Denise Dives In. Today we are going to close out August budget and we are going to do the sinking funds for August. I have been doing my sinking funds at the end of the month. I think that just works a little bit better for me for now. I do think I want to change it up for next month and do the sinking funds at the beginning of the month. So let's just dive right in. I basically closed out the budget. I didn't make videos last week. I go through these modes of what am I doing? Why am I wasting my time? And I like the accountability that this gives me. I need to just tell myself I don't care if nobody comments. I don't care if someone hits the dislike button, and just do what makes me happy. And if it makes me happy to make the videos, even if they're bad quality or I get a dislike, I just have to be okay with it. And I'm trying. I wanted to make these videos not only to keep me accountable, but to chat with you and help you out if I could or whatnot. So anyway, I didn't do videos last week. I wrote in all of my totals for the actual budget, and I did have an unbudgeted expense that I'll just go over. With the child tax care credit thing, I've been getting $550 on the 15th of every month for, I have a 1-year-old named Jane and a 8-year-old named Dominic, and I wanted to do something for them for the child tax care credit, and I've gotten them in the past, but I got them the KiwiCo boxes. I got them a plan for 6 months, so each of them is going to get a box. For Dominic's comes every month, and Jane will get one every other month, but they're set for 6 months, so if I want to reinvest in that, I'll decide then. I got the boxes actually yesterday, and they're super cute. I love them. I'm excited to do that with them because I like making things and being crafty. And I'm not crafty without like a plan. Like, I feel like I need a template or Pinterest or something. Like, I'm just not like creative on my own, but I like being creative, if that makes sense. So I got them that, and that was then budgeted. So I just wanted to explain that, and everything else was kind of the usual last week. So I just didn't want to make videos, which I need to be okay with. So groceries, we were under budget, but we were over budget in eat out for the month. So that kind of like washes right there. Eat out has just been a problem since we've been debt free. My husband and I used to be managers at Quick Trip, and we've moved to Arkansas, and we had enough money to when we sold our house in Arizona to pay off, like, our car was our only remaining debt. So we've been debt free. I don't have a mortgage payment, so I'm not like putting money towards an extra like mortgage payment. I do need to set up some sort of like IRAs or something like that. But for us, like, what I was doing before I was making videos is basically just like, oh, here's the money, I'm spending it. Because as long as I have enough money for the bills, which the bills were higher than they normally are because I paid off the phone that we got. So normally this is only like $2,500, and he brings in roughly around, like on a low month, around $5,000. So that's like a really bad, horrible month. So we have almost double that for expenses, and I was just spending it all. So eat out is one of those things that's just very easy to be like, oh yeah, let's just go get food. And I think that we've gotten a little bit better. And with Dominic going back to school, he is 8 and he has a very healthy appetite. He usually eats more than I do. I usually will order like a full-size meal for me, and he'll get a full-size meal and he'll finish his, and I'll give him some of mine because he just keeps eating. Like, we went to Olive Garden the other day, and I ordered him a kid's meal just because I had given him something like right before we left or something. And I was like, just get the kids a meal and I'll share with you. And he ate like, I got like 2 chicken, like, I want to say patties, but like chicken breasts or whatever they are. And I gave him like almost a full one with his like thing he ordered. So anyway, but that, since he's gone back to school, he went back to school on the 16th of August, and that has gotten a lot better just because when we're out on the weekends, because my husband's weekends are Monday and Tuesday, so he is at school. If we go somewhere, it's not $30 anymore, it's around $20 instead. So that's been helping out a little bit. I think next month you'll see like a drastic difference, hopefully. Hopefully. Household, another thing I bought that was, oh wait, I skipped one. Gas. This actually, I should change this because as I'm filming, Alex is getting gas right now, but I'll just put it on next month's. So it should be closer to like only $40 left over because to fill his tank is like $45-ish. Household, I bought filters for the house that we live in. We're renting this house. We have to rent it until Alex has been at his job for at least a full year because of the way mortgage lending is working right now. And I feel like has always worked, but I bought filters for this house for the next 6 months. So I went to filterbuy.com. If you haven't heard of it, I heard it on some podcast or something. And I thought it was like relatively fair priced. If you bought a certain amount, you got free shipping, and the shipping already said it was shipping to me. So I should get them soon. And that way I don't have to like keep buying the, and forgetting about them. I was forgetting about it. And it said in our contract when we signed, like if something goes wrong with the AC or the heater and they deem it like the fault of us like not changing the filters out or something like that, then we can get in trouble. And I think that this is a really good way to cover my butt because I can say like, look, no, I have proof of me buying the filters. And so I don't know, I'm probably being over paranoid about it, but I've never rented before. I'm 34 and I went from living with my parents to living in my house I grew up in, and my parents moved, and then we moved into a house when I was like 22 or 23. So I've never had to rent before, and with us moving to Arkansas and we switched professions, I'm now a stay-at-home mom and Alex works in commission. They basically said like, there's no way we can finance you for a house because we would have just bought another house. We have money for a down payment, everything. So long-winded explanation, but I don't know what I'm doing as a renter. I'm trying to do the right things so I don't get in trouble because I'm a rule follower through and through. So then we have, so that's why household was over. This would not have been over because the filters were like $95. So I would have been well under if I hadn't purchased those filters. So anyway, Alex is just, I give him cash at the beginning of the month and then he uses it for whatever he wants. If he wants to get beers, if he wants to get food for lunch, he can do that. I make him breakfast most of the time, but he gets fast food, or he just usually gets lunch when he's at work. And then for me, I went over, and this is basically just Starbucks. I can't remember what I bought at the beginning of the month, but like something put me way over at the beginning. Oh, I got a shirt, a hair dryer, that like Revlon hair dryer curler thing. I got a book at Barnes & Noble, which I was very disappointed in, honestly. Billy Summers is the new Stephen King book, and I did not like it at all. I actually think I might try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace because I bought like a brand new copy and I listened to the audiobook at the same time. I like to like follow along. I like when someone reads to me. I don't know why, but when you're listening to an audiobook and you have the physical copy, it's like someone's reading to you and you get to read along with them. So I had both and I just was very disappointed in the book, needless to say. So that put me well over, like, at the beginning of the month. I think if I hadn't done, like, so many just random crap, but like I said, I was over. And I think that most people that budget, they have like clothing budgets and things like that. I personally do our budget, so if we do want like a new shirt or a new t-shirt or something like that and it's like random, then I'll take it out of like my personal spending. If I know, like, say my 8-year-old is just growing out of everything, at the beginning of the month, I will just say, okay, I'm gonna go take Dominic clothes shopping and I'm gonna give us a budget of $150 or something like that. We make enough money as it is now that we can just put those things in the beginning of our budget. If you don't make enough money, you would need to make a sinking fund for that and put a little bit aside all the time for those instances when things like that come up. Alex works in commission sales, furniture sales. So for him, I definitely feel like I could say, okay, well, like his shoes, when we first got him the job there, he bought really nice shoes. He bought really nice wardrobe. He like wears like the shirts like issued from the store, but like his pants were not cheap. We got him a new belt. That's why I have Scentbird, which is like a cologne perfume subscription place. I just feel like the better you look, the better you're dressed, the like more, like I know that I personally like that when I see someone just like well dressed and whatever when I'm like shopping for things. So we just really take that into account. And if I knew, okay, all of his pants are looking bad or his shoes are needed to be replaced by now, I would just put that in our budget. But like normally, if we didn't make as much as we did, I would definitely say like we need a sinking fund for that because all of his things for his job are very expensive. And like when we worked at Quick Trip, we went through shoes, like Quick Trip's the gas station. We went through shoes like every 3 months at Quick Trip because you're on your feet, there's no chairs, you can't sit down, and your shoes just get trashed within like 3 months. So we were buying shoes all the time, and I can't buy like crappy shoes. I have to buy like, I would say right around the $70 to like $100 range shoes all the time because I have plantar fasciitis and I have like just a weird arch thing going on, and being on your feet all day, like you want support, like you only get one pair of feet. So I definitely splurged a little bit and like made sure that I was doing the right thing because that can lead to all sorts of other things down the road if you don't take care of your feet. And it was just a lot. And before, when we were paying off debt and things like that, I would have put aside money for the sinking funds and things like that. So anyway, that's one of the reasons like my budget does go over is if I do want like just like the random shirt, like not like my shirts are all nasty and I need a new wardrobe, like, oh, that's a cute shirt, I want that. That comes out of my spending money. Long-winded way of saying that as well. Dominic, I've started the commission junior from the financial budget, like Dave Ramsey's kind of commission-based chore commission chart thing. It seems to be working pretty well. I do think that he's taking a little bit to grasp what it is. I'm just gonna say that he spent the 50 because he's able to earn like about $15 a week. Yeah, so that's probably exactly like what it was. If he does all of his chores. Now, and I might make a separate video about this. If you want to see a separate video about this, please let me know in the comments. I feel like I call to action a lot and most people don't respond, so maybe nobody's watching this far into the video. But if you want to see a separate video about the junior financial piece, like Dave Ramsey commission-based thing that we're going with right now, He has chores that he's just responsible for. Just as a little kid, 8 years old, he's responsible to do things like make his bed, put his clothes away. When he's done with the shower, like I make sure he like pulls the curtain and hangs back up the bath mat. And just like when he gets home from school, he has to put his backpack away. He has to plug in his Chromebook. He has to like fill his water bottle and put it back in the fridge. And then he has to put a new snack in his backpack. And there's just lots of things like that where I think that it's just your responsibility as a little human. And the chore chart that we've made is above and beyond. Like if he wants to make money, he has to work for it. So it's not just an allowance. It's not just handed to him because he did a couple things around the house. They're just like, okay, if you want money, this is the jobs you need to do. So like on his thing are rake the yard after like Alex mows. He can rake. That one's like the most expensive one. I think I have like $3, but if he does both front and back, I'll give him more. Pick up, like take the trashes from the curb because like he can't roll them down there when they're full, but like put them away. He can earn, I think that one's like 50 cents. What else does he have on there? He has clean bathroom. And when I say clean bathroom, I don't mean like how I clean the bathroom. Like his version of cleaning the bathroom, he knows what he needs to do to earn the money for that. And he can do that once a week, and that's $1. Dust the whole house, that's $1. And I just give him a Swiffer and just say like, dust all the surfaces that you can reach and stuff like that. And then another one that I put on here just because I hate doing it is cleaning Sophie's food dishes. Sophie's our cat. I don't know why I hate doing that, but I loathe doing that. So I've showed him how to do that. If he wants to get money for that, he can do that. If he doesn't do it, I of course have to do it. But if he wants to earn money, he can do that. And if he doesn't, then he doesn't. And then he has like, oh, if he helps me with Jane. So like after Jane eats, there's a big old mess. So if he like wipes up her high chair, like he knows how to do that. And if he steam mops after her, he can earn 50 cents per day doing that. So that can add up really fast. And it's literally like a couple second task. So he can do that and easily earn like $1 just for helping me out for like 5 minutes out of his day. So that's been working so far so good. I will probably keep it at the $50 for next month because about $15 a week. I mean, maybe I'll raise it to 60 just in case if he did earn all of the money that he can earn for the week, which he hasn't been doing. Like he'll pick and choose the things he wants to do. But like he just bought a remote control car with the money that he earned. And it needed batteries. And he's just like, well, can dad just go get them at the store when he is on his way home? And I'm just like, I don't think you're understanding what it means to like work for something and then, you know, so that was a whole long thing. But he earned the money for the batteries, needless to say, but it's a work in progress. I do think he's getting it though. So that's Dominic, that's my 8-year-old. Jane is my 1-year-old. She has graduated basically to having her food and everything like that incorporated into our budget. So this is just for diapers, wipes, any type of clothes or anything she might need. Like, this is another thing that I was talking about where I don't have like an individual clothes budget for any of our people, like in sinking funds, because if I notice, like right now she's in 18 to 24 months. If I notice that none of those clothes are fitting her or they're just like all nasty and ratty or something like that, and I want to go get new clothes for her, I will just up her budget for that month. And I think that keeps me good on like impulse purchases too, because I'll see like stuff for her and I'll be like, oh my God, I want all of this. And I'll be like, no, you only have like a little bit this month because it's an impulse purchase if I just think it's cute and I want to buy it for her, you know? So I can probably do that like once a month. Like I could have done it this Technically, I could have done it this month because I still had $21 left over for her, but honestly, I think that $175 should be plenty. That covers her diapers, that covers her wipes, and she's pretty much set for like the age group she's in right now. Like I got her all the sippy cups. I've gotten her, she has tons of clothes. Her birthday was in July, so she got a ton of clothes for her birthday. She has plenty of shoes. She has like a ton of stuff for clothes, and then I just got her those that KiwiCo box, so that has new toys and stuff for her in it as well, so she should be good. Fun, we just spent all of this in we went to like Eureka Springs, which is like a old-timey town here, and just bought crap. But that was like before Dominic had to go back to school. We wanted to make one last trip up there, or it's like not up, it's like to the right. Anyway, haircuts. I made it so that we could all get haircuts, and Alex didn't get his, so that's why there's money left over. Dominic got one and I got one, so that's why that is over. The boat, we rented a pontoon boat, and you have to like get, if you want to pull like one of those boats that you like ride on, you have to pay extra and stuff like that. But in total it was like around $200 because I put like the sandwiches and snacks and stuff we bought for the boat in there too. Lunch is fully covered again this year, which is amazing. I'm pretty sure it probably has to do with like COVID relief somehow. But the last year, the lunches and breakfasts at school are free to the kids. And Dominic honestly loves getting the school lunch. So, I mean, if he ever asks me to pack him a lunch, I can pack him a lunch, but I'm not going to be able to pack like a hot lunch really. Like I have a thermos, but like they're going to be able to do like a lot more fun things with like a hot lunch. So, I just had scheduled some money for that, but it's free again this year. Unbudgeted, we had $497, almost $500. This was, I mean, the lawn looks okay. We'll see if they charge me next month because I want to see if it's bi-monthly or by like every other month, because that's what Alex said it is. So I don't mind spending like $23 a month, but if it's almost $50 a month, I almost want to look into if we can do it ourselves or whatnot, because that seems really high. But if it's every other month, whatever. I got a new steam mop, which I wish I had remembered about because I wanted to put it in my budget. Eureka Springs, like I said, we just spent a lot of money when we were up there. No unbudgeted this month, and this week we just had the KiwiCo. So that is it for that. And then we have I like figured all this out, and we were really over $455.17. So what I did was I added this number and got the $6,654.45. And if you minus that from the actual income, it's $2,287.34. So on this page, I like to put our sinking funds, and I already started writing this out as well. So I think I'm just going to, should I write down that? No. I think I'm just going to figure out how much money I want to put in here and go from there. So normally I would say like I was going to put a certain amount in savings and a certain amount other in sinking funds, but I think I'm going to do it a little different just because I have some things on my mind that I want to take care of, and Christmas is coming up, so we're just going to fill the sinking funds. Taekwondo, so I figured since we've gotten $550 twice now, so that's $1,100, and then I got the KiwiCo, I was just going to take that out of there, and then I got like $883 or something like that. So I just said $885 is going to Taekwondo. It was $1,900, I think, for a year for him to be able to be in Taekwondo. He's actually testing for his green belt on Thursday, so tomorrow. I cannot believe he's already testing for his green belt. So he's actually going to be in a whole different class if he gets his green belt. But I assume he'll want to do that again. And like, let's say he doesn't, I think it's in May or April that it renews. I'll just have like $2,000 set aside for him for whatever he wants to do. If he wants to like play basketball and he needs basketball shoes or something like that. Like, I just want to have like money set aside for Dominic for like some sort of activity, etc., etc. So, whether it be Taekwondo or whatever, I want $2,000 in this fund for him, and I'm using the child tax care credit thing for that. So, when this is funded, maybe I'll start a fund for Jane. But I just know that his thing is going to come up before any type of class or anything for Jane is going to come up. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she can do like baby tumbling or something. I'll maybe look into it. So that's how I got that, was $885. So this should be funded pretty quickly, just in another like month or two. Yeah, like 2 months. So I'm just going to be putting the $550 in this every month. And then medical, I have to go to the dentist. This was a dentist charge, and they said that I was going to have to pay another portion to it. So I'm not sure how much I want to put in here because Alex wants to go to the dermatologist too. I'm gonna put 300 in here because Alex wants to do that, and I think she said like 150, and then I had to put some down, so, or 160. Yeah, that should be plenty. Hopefully, the dermatologist doesn't cost that much, but Alex does have health insurance, so his should be like just a copay. Christmas, I do want to put some more into this because I like to shop early and get everything done. So, we have 150 in there now, and I think about $1,000 should be good. Oop. So, and I want to have my money saved by by November. So we've got like no months left. September, October, November, about 3 months. So 850 divided by 3 equals 283. Let's just put 400 this month because it was a good month for income. I don't think next month is going to be as good. So we'll just put the 400 for now. So we'll have 550 in there. Bikes, I'm going to put 200 in because I just feel like we need something. It's a very expensive hobby. I feel like there's something every so often that we need for the bikes. Like I know Alex wants some shorts and things like that. So vacation, what are we at right now? Let's see what we're at. Actually, let's do cars first real quick. Cars, I know I need oil changes for both of them. So I'm going to put 150 in there. And that way we have 210. And then let's see what we have now. So we've put 300, 400, 200, 885, and 150. So right now we're at 1935, and we had 2,287.34. 2,287. So we still have $352 technically if we wanted to put that in vacation. And you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Why not? So 350 is going into vacation. Because we do want to do something soon. Alex can take off like a day or two during the week, and then we can just like hang out and do something. Or there's like a cool like amusement park thing that's pretty close, and maybe we can just like take Dominic out for one day or something and go do that. I'm not sure. But we haven't really been on a vacation, like a real vacation, since we were married, so over 2 years ago. All right, so we've got, we'll just add nothing. This is super sloppy. So 300 plus 60, 5160 minus is $308.40. Christmas is $550. Bikes is $230. And vacation is $350. So in sinking funds, we have $2,533.40. So that is what we have total in our sinking funds. I do want to start like shopping for Christmas. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I probably will just like make a tracker down below like I kind of did here, and start just showing like exactly what comes out of the sinking funds. I'll probably only do like one video dedicated to the sinking funds though, because it doesn't really affect my budget like during the month, especially like these are very obscure, I would say, things. Like they don't come out and like I have to mess with them a lot. Like I know the cars all need oil changes, but I want to start beefing this up too, just because yes, oil changes is in there, and yes, the car tags are in there, but eventually I probably want to get some other type of car. And while we have money, like we have equity in the vehicles, I would like to get like a nicer vehicle than like the $9,000 we have in equity or whatever. And that's Alex's car. So I do want to start like basically saving for like a new car, new to us car. So but I don't think that I should be like messing with these that often, if that makes sense. Christmas, I might like separate out when it gets closer, but we'll see. Who knows? I do a lot of my shopping on Amazon, as most people do. So that way I can just like be like, okay, this was Amazon, and just like write Amazon or whatever. So that is it for this video. August is closed. We will start doing September videos here shortly, and thanks for watching. Bye.